One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him two out to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Looking to pass. It's Peppers. Hauls it in. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. From midfield, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense has its first opportunity of the day. Ready to fire from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sticks it in his belly. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Nittany Lions line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Got room at the 35. Gashing the knee on the... And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
3rd down coming up after the completion. The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And the Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's going to be important. This offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Roach. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
They go to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got the quick pass. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having a little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. A run for the quarterback. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame warm-ups how far their kickers can kick it. They will have a boot to even consider this, but I think you want to stay aggressive regardless and go try to get extra points.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback keeper. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here we go. big fullback's got it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He caught it! They will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. They're trailing by just 4 to Clemson. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the 1st quarter. We've played 1, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Right back to the well. Got the 1st down and more. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Hurricanes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. To the air, it's Peppers. A strike downfield. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on the 2nd and 2.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
The give to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Making side adjustments here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end. Not gonna get there, not gonna get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive. And now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Under fire! And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it. Linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee. Every year it seems like they're pumping another dude into the NFL, and this guy has a chance to be the next one.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Dropping back, it's Peppers. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Looking for a big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Dumps it off in the flats. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw, it's Peppers. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Hand off from the shotgun. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
That is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
They'll try the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. On the move. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. They'll give it to the back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. That's caught. It's Roach. And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
This is a design run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that 4th down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
The Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Caught in the backfield. It's Jefferson. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And
man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. He's got the tight end. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll leave it with him. Finding an escape route. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Offense working from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Penn State.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. The snap sets up to throw. Finds his tight end. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Give to the big fullback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Got his man. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
To the ground with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. Inside the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The give to the tailback. Ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. That might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Breaks into the open. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Then they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Peppers. Makes the grab.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the give, looking for Rowe. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead down to just 3, 20-17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had 0 problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hand off to the fullback. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up that he finally gets to touch the football.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Running back searching for a hole. Snowed under by the defense.
I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Using his feet. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They go right back to him. Touchdown, Canes! the lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations. Gets
it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the big fullback. Gets it past the marker. All down, and he has enough to move the chains.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes. Just hit you in the mouth.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Give to the fullback. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
That's why this guy's a good, strong safety. You've got to be able to affect the running game. You've got to be able to play in the box close to the line of scrimmage and make tackles. That time, good stop on the fullback.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Got his man out of the backfield. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Give to the single back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The offense changing the play. To the air on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Roach. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Power football with the run. got the first down. Looking for more. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.